Best Xmas ever. Fuck me. So once more I come bearing a story from my sad little life. The story of every graphics card I had. It begins in year 2005. I get my first PC at age 13 or something. First graphics card I had was an integrated Intel piece of shit that only had 8 megs of memory. And to put it in perspective, Need for Speed Underground games, it could barely run on 20 to 30 FPS at the lowest settings. And that wasn't the most demanding game out there. So at the time of purchasing this PC, it already was a fossilized dog shit. Few years passed and I figured I could get a real GPU, and you know what I bought? GeForce GS 7600. Yes, the fanless silent card. Fucking hell, it'd be like saying, look, my Fiat Multipla is a sports car. Sure, I barely knew what I was doing, but still. That thing's average temperature without stress was 66 degrees Celsius. Still, another few years passed and I bought a complete new PC that I've chosen parts for and helped put together. For GPU, I chose Radeon HD 5870, which worked well, till it broke few months in. Getting it back from warranty, it broke again few months later. So I got the opportunity to swap it out for something of equal price. So I paid a little bit extra and got HD 6970. DirectC version. A fucking monster that was fat enough to take up 3 slots, which in turn required me to mutilate my small case with a fucking hacksaw, as if I'm the Jigsaw himself, and my case is an expecting young girl. And sure enough, after the deed was done, my case ended up much like those women in those movies, but at least the card fitted now. Then, a while later, I decided to get 2 GTX 780s because I always wanted to have an SLI setup. After getting those cards, I realized that they were too large to fit in 2 slots each. So now I need to buy a proper motherboard too. Fine, I had to change my CPU anyways. Now then, after using a proper SLI setup, I realized something. There are plenty of games that utterly refuse to work with SLI setup. And in general, you gain maybe 10 to 50% performance improvements, depending on game's developer not being a complete wanker when making the game. But okay, as it happened, one day I had to get some old files from my old PC that had that GeForce silent card in it. And as far as I can recall, that PC stayed dormant for several years. And upon starting it, I smelled something burning, and yeah, sure enough, the silent card decided to commit suicide by fire. At that point, my thoughts were, well, shit, now I have to use the retarded baby GPU that hasn't died. But anyway, skip to this year. I mean, last year, on December 2nd, while editing some videos, I guess the news of the deceased old GPU reached my new ones. And one of them decided to give up on life too. Kinda fitting as Xmas were around the corner. But unlike many of you trying to kill yourselves for the festivities, my GPU didn't go all the way out. Though it can display a screen, it's full of artifacts, and it's unable to understand any drivers. So yeah, a brain-dead vegetable this card had become. Then, few weeks later, on December 26th, right after Xmas, after grieving the passing of his twin, my other GTX 780 decided to kill itself too. Funny thing is, the fucking warranty ran out like 3 months ago. Fuck you, Gainward, for making this shit, honestly. Highly disappointed in my Xmas present, I had to turn to my old Radeon monster that seemed to be cooperative and healthy. For now. Frankly, I don't know if graphics cards just hate me, but I sure do miss Shadowplay now. Fuck! There's Xmas for you, Yamiks. Also, there might be some idiotic shits who would say that because of this, consoles are better. Yeah, if my PC were a console, I would get Red Ring of Death or Brown Cube of Shit for PS4 or something equally dumb, and I would be left with the solidified Pusicle for a paperweight, while with the PC I can replace parts with ease. Though this rant might have made you think otherwise, guess what? I exaggerate everything for a comedic effect, you dumb cunt. But anyways, Happy New Year, and may your GPUs last longer than mine.